Affectionately, what it do? Here we are, postseason. I'm not happy. I'm not. There are so many fans that were pleased with just making the playoffs. It made me sick. I don't want to just make the playoffs. I want to smack folk around with my paws and leave slash marks. You know what I mean? I want to be formidable. I'm about to go straight in, man. I had another video that I was going to put up, but I'm glad I did, because I was able to research and get more knowledge about the situation before going in. But now I'm about to go in. How is it, and why is it the best thing to give all of this cushion and let them dink and dunk and make all of these strides and eat up clock and leave our offense with 38 seconds? Why is that okay? If you really want to do your big one and leave it that in the sense that we have an advantage on it, you stack the line, 8 in the box. Make them do whatever they're going to do, but do it fast. And then we're left with that 3 minutes to eat up clock and do what we do. Bryce takes us out. We have some type of shot at winning the game, other than 38 seconds. Folks want to say, oh, Horn drop. Shut up. Don't you say nothing about Horn dropping nothing. Because with 38 seconds, 38. Let me tell you something. And a lot of people are saying that, give Eva Rose some grace. You know what? Miss me with that. Am I glad that the defense improved to 15th? I'm trying to figure out how. I don't see it. That is baffling to me. How is it that you finished 30th at third down conversion stoppage and you improved to 15? You got to explain that to me. That means, and I'm not a statistician, nothing like that, not a mathematician, but to me, that reflects there are 32 teams. So that tells me 98% of the teams that we play are going to convert on third down and turn it to a first. How does that team improve to a 15th ranked defense? You know what? Here's what it boils down to. I think this is the great part of that. Tackles for loss, DB, stop and run. All of these interceptions that they mopped up this year, they get mopped up a gang of interceptions this year. So shout out to the defense. But Evero, got me having a slant. If I'm going to give any grace right now, and we are going to retain him like I've heard that we are, I'm hoping and praying that somebody nab him up. Because there's so many other DCs out there right now that I would love to have. I would love to have Mike Tomlin as a DC. I would love to have Ron Rivera as a DC. Steve Wilkes as a DC. Raheem Morris as a DC. Man. Like, for real. Like, you know what I mean? So, I'm praying that he get one of these jobs. But yeah, if I'm gonna have any grace, 2026 can't be. I can't have any talent excuses. Hell, I don't know why I have talent excuses now. That makes no sense. You've been here for 3 years and you have talent excuses? All these guys you brought in here, nobody really knows. Fan base wise. Wanham and Bobby Brown, who Rose Boom, okay, all right, come on. All right. So the talent that you have is you brought him in here, but I heard Princely say that it's not a talent issue. The issue somewhere. So I don't like I said, if I'm going to show Evero some grace, and trust me, I'm not one that has put Canellis on my shoulder and touted him around Charlotte. Not that either. What game was that? Either the Tampa game or the Saints game that he just appeared weak to me. Bryce had more fire than him. He only contested one particular play in the fourth quarter when they were making stupid calls all over the place. And that put me, I'm going to tell you what it put me in the mind of. That put me in the mind of Troy Aikman and Barry Switsers. I said, yo, we can't have that. That's not a situation that we can have. That is not conducive to the change that we need. Barry stumbled into a Super Bowl, pretty much, and got one. And that don't happen too often. You know what I mean? That don't happen too often. And so for us to stumble into the playoffs like we stumbled into the playoffs, and then for us to play like we played defense-wise, I have no problem with the offense from this last game, from this playoff game. No problems at all. I'm not making any waves on the offense because they did their big one. Bryce and the boys. Cocaine gang stand the F up. My boy be getting down in between the lines, bro. Snort. You feel me? That boy is bad. I'm telling you. Oh, man. By the way, I don't condone any drug use at all. It's just a thing. Just a thing with his name, that's all. But yeah, man, that boy is bad. That boy is the truth. Lord have mercy. So, it is the postseason. We're here now. And going forward, I'm going to be making some more changes to the channel. I hope y'all like the way things look right now. Not quite sure the next time you'll see me, although the next time you do see me, I should have some news about another channel that I'm doing. It's not necessarily a Panther channel per se, but it is related to football. So, yeah, I'll be keeping you guys posted on that. Yeah, definitely. I hate that we got to end this season like this, man. You know what I mean? I really wanted to go further into the playoffs, and we really could have. We really, really, really could have. I don't know what our answer would have been for Seattle, because Seattle, Seattle, yes, they are. I hate them right now. The regular season game was like everybody kept putting another boogeyman in our way, right? First it was the Green Bay Packers. They were the boogeyman. We beat them. Oh, then the boogeyman was LA. We beat them. Oh, then the boogeyman was like Seattle. Like Seattle, we killed the last two boogeymen that you sent. Come on, Seattle, what you got? Oh, you're really the boogeyman. Oh, all right, respects. So I don't know how we would have got past that ferocious Seattle defense. I don't know what they're doing down there, but whatever it is working. Hey man, yeah, you gotta give your head off where you gotta take your head off at. You know what I mean? So hey, but anyway, but I would have loved to just been more of a contender. You know what I'm saying? That would have gave us an even greater name around the league if we would have kind of whoop, you know what I'm saying, beat that first round, that wild card round, and then went to the second round. Oh man, you know that would have been something. That would have been something, man. So, but yeah, it is what it is. It ends how it ends. Draft wise, I'm going to start doing some draft content soon as well. I can tell you right now what I think we need to do. So we know that Icky went down, and they saying that it's bad. It's really, really bad. I'm going to say first round linebacker, second round left tackle, and I'm not quite. I mean, and tell you the truth, depending on how Brady Christensen is, you can play around with it a little bit. You can go either second round or third round left tackle, but one of them rounds you need to be getting a left tackle just to make sure that because I think he's going to be better serving us sooner than Icky will, or rather be available to service sooner than Icky will. So what you're doing now is you are getting another sure left tackle to kind of pad that spot behind the Nishpins and behind the Savalises. So you got to make sure that the impenetrable wall of the Queen City remains intact. I was so glad to see Robert Hunt, and that's why I had so much hope for this game, man. Because I knew with him coming back to the fold that offense was going to clock on all cylinders, and it did. I have no qualms about the offense. Offense did their big one. They did. You know, I mean, it was pretty much it was billed to. It was a good outing. Good outing. I hats off to the offense for that particular outing, man, for real. But I knew I said to myself, if Robert Hunt is a part of these playoffs, this offense looks different. It looks totally different, and it did. It did. It looked totally different. And that's what you got to look forward to going forward. And Rico, I would like to keep Rico. It don't sound like Rico want to be kept. So that being said, again, if you don't want to be here, it is what it is, pimp. It is what it is, pimp. But Dave said on PNP the other night, you're not going anywhere and carry most of the load. Anywhere you go, they're going to be drafting a running back because it's just y'all don't own the market right now. Y'all do not own the market, And with now, see, here's the deal with that. If the Philadelphia Eagles were still in the playoffs and they're not Gillie, oh, 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 oh. See, Gillie, the difference between you and Cam is this. Cam helped this team to get to where we are in more than one way. He didn't go into the locker room and start yelling and all this other crap. And that's all he could do. Homie built a legacy, man. He helped to build, keep pounding the legacy. He will be remembered in Charlotte forever. It is his legacy and his history are etched in Charlotte history forever and ever and ever. You're having to make your presence felt in Philly in a Mascot perspective or a Superfan perspective, to give you a little bit more respect. I'll say Superfan perspective. Yeah. One is a little bit higher than the other, pimping. Sorry. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's done this. And all of the accolades that you want to throw to your man Jalen Hurts, again, he's done this. You and I haven't. You see what I'm saying? You are putting yourself in a ring. Let me see how to put this. You Jake Pauling yourself. You Jake Pauling yourself. You putting yourself in the ring and you trying to go toe to toe with somebody who has lived and breathed the game. You've only watched it. My God, you've only watched it. That's all you've done. Did you go this hard for the 76ers? Just asking. I just want to know, do you go this hard for your 76ers? I just want to know. But yeah, man, you kind of a Jake. You're really kind of Jake Pauling yourself. You're setting yourself up for a knockout. That's inevitable. You had a long run. Congratulations. You set yourself up for a knockout. And so I wouldn't encourage your behavior against Cam or any other football great, for that matter. I would just leave it where you left that at. But yeah, shout out to Cam, man, for coming back. Bug all day. For real. Shout out to him, man. I'm so thankful that whatever fences and bridges are being mended. I'm so thankful for them being mended and fixed. Because this man You know, he really put this team on his back, and I hate the way he left. Um, would never, I never forgive is kind of hard. It's kind of harsh, you know. So I will say this: I'll forgive, but I will not forget the way that Dave Tepper gave a poo butt coach that had never even played in college, only practiced, the keys to get rid of a NFL MVP franchise quarterback. I can't believe that he actually gave him the keys to do that. And that kind of brings me around to Canellis. Um, they say we're going to pick up Bryce's 5th-year contract. Okay, that's cool. Now, where I stand on that note is the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. So, when it comes in terms of draft 2027, Mr. Canellis, approach. When it comes in terms of draft 2027, Pippen, and you may be wanting to draft, you know, your own guy, depending on who's out there, things of that nature. Understandable. They say that head coaches should be allowed that opportunity. I am of the persuasion that no, you should be able to have some type of pedigree first before you able to do that. And the terms of the way you accepted them, you know, it was a take Bryce or no job type deal, right? You accepted that. So that part. I wouldn't have. I guess you were so ready to become a head coach, you know. But you accepted that. So, you know, now you got to ride with it a little bit. And the reason why you have to ride with it is not because of the condition itself, is because of your inconsistency. Because of your inconsistency. We look at the last few games that we had last season. We went on that tear after Bryce came back. And you look like two different coaches. The Canellis of 24 and the Canellis of 25. The Canellis of 25 is a whole lot more inconsistent. Doing crazy stuff. Flea flickers. It's almost like the Nutty Professor, so to speak. That type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Canellis of 24 was Buddy Love. The Canellis of 25, that's that dude with the buck teeth and the glasses and the lab coat and, you know, the pocket protector. That's that dude. That's what it's looking like. And that dude right there, he shouldn't be picking no quarterback. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Buddy Love, he can pick a quarterback. Professor, no. We can't let him, no. Tepper has made that mistake once already. I don't think he's going to make that mistake again. I don't think he's going to repeat that. So, yeah. I need you, sir, to get it in gear this year. Bars, my God, they just be dropping out of nowhere like they don't care. Put your hand in the air. What? Anyway, I'm going to move right along. But yeah, man, you've been a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of inconsistency this year. You know, personnel-wise, the Brady Christensen thing, I still can't get over that. You know, not Josh Nishman and Corum and Savalas, you know, they're seem to be pretty good, but you don't start these guys ahead of a PFF ranked Brady Christensen. I told you I got smoke for everybody. I told y'all I got smoke. I told y'all I got the smoke for everybody that needs smoke. Now, we're going to talk about this. You don't start them over him. And especially, we just got him to the side. So just in case anybody gets hurt. Dude, he's a starter. Why is a starter not starting and you have him in a reserve situation? That's that Nutty professor shit. Excuse my French, but darn. Stuff we can't have next year, man. That's the type of stuff we can't have next year. And whatever, oh my God, let me go ahead and say this and get it heard real quick. Whatever allegiance y'all got to Mr. Austin Corbett, let me tell you something. I'm glad he liked the city. Glad he liked the community. He probably is one of the best neighbors that have. Tends all the grills, attends all the potlucks. Wife brings a casserole, all that good stuff. This ain't the HOA, it's the NFL. 3 different letters entirely. Okay? All right. All right and okay? So we need performance out there. We don't need him at center high snapping the ball or stepping on the quarterback every time he takes a step back. We don't need him at guard being thrown around and tossed about everywhere. So, yeah, that part, man. You know, we got to do some things different. You know, it's the inconsistency for me. And if you want to keep the type of culture that we're building toward, the inconsistency has to be done away with. Done away with. Let's talk about running back. We were talking about Rico. They have some hope for Jonathan Brooks. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that looks like. That is really looking like a bad draft. It's looking like I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with you. Draft 2024 is starting to look like a bad draft for us. The only pick from that class of incoming players to really kind of meet the moment has been Coker. That's the only one that I can think of. Let me not Trayvon Wallace, no. Brooks, hell no. Xavier Legette, oh my God, we ain't gonna talk about that. No, we ain't gonna talk about that. Nope. We ain't gonna address that today. No, we ain't got time for that. Nope. Yeah, draft 2024 is looking bad, Dan Morgan. It's really looking bad. And I don't know what Brooks looks like. You know, if he can stay healthy, things of that nature. Sheesh. And for us to pass up who we passed up. Say his name. I'm going to say his name. Peyton Wilson. Well, he has no ACL. Well, guess who did have an ACL and tore it again? Jonathan Brooks. See, if it's there, here's the deal. If it's not there to tear, then it can't be torn again. Thus, it can't be re-injured. Versus somebody who still has it and that can be re-injured. Versus somebody who doesn't have it and that has been cleared to play in the freaking league. And when they go against you, you go face them anyway. Oh God, we gotta do better. We gotta do better, man. But listen, man, this is my time. I'm gonna have to edit the crap out of this to make sure that I can get it out to you guys. But yeah, see y'all next time. I'm not quite sure when that'll be. But yeah, man, enjoy the off season. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Those of you that are probably gonna watch it, I'm probably not gonna watch it. Just, if my Panthers ain't in there, you know what I'm saying? The halftime and the commercials, you know what I'm saying? Or, if it's just like there's two teams I really want to see. I don't know if there's anybody in there right now that I really, really, really want to see. Maybe the Bears, you know what I mean? Because my brother-in-law's a Bears fan, so I might tip over his way and watch the Super Bowl with him, if they make it that far. But yeah, man, other than that, that's my time. And anything y'all do, remember this one thing: to always stay and keep forever pounding. Peace of God bless.